Hi guys, Rosie Red here. I just want to do a quick talk on why am I so broke. Now, as we know, a lot of people have been unemployed, and that's why we are broke. Now, we're waiting on unemployment, of course, because we need to pay the bills, the household bills. But while you're waiting, seek employment. There are so many jobs on Indeed, on JobHat. There's a couple of other sites. There are a lot of jobs. And there's one site, I forget the name of it. I'm going to write it down next time I get on here. And they help you with jobs. And then you have people like yourself and I who are communicating about interviews they've had, what happened, what's that company like. So if you're looking at companies and you hear somebody on that particular site say, well, I went to this company and I had an interview or I work here, and things are fine, then that's good too because you got tips from someone that works inside the company. So, find a job. That's the reason why a lot of us are not excelling. You have to have some type of means to take care of your overhead. God will give you the means to survive, and He will help you in small ways. But your prayers are going to be answered. But also, while you're waiting for those prayers, do other things to keep yourself motivated, to keep yourself moving, and to get out there or to try to find something remotely. There are, even if you have a computer and internet, there are so many remote jobs. If you don't want to work remote and you want to get out the house, even if you get out a couple of hours and then you come back home, half remote, half in the office, to give yourself the ability to feel like you're accomplishing something. A job keep you feeling good, it motivates you, you got to get dressed every day. So these are good things to do. And the other reason we're so broke is when you get that job, you want to start increasing your savings. You can't save if you don't have anything to save from. If you don't have an income and you're on unemployment you're probably not going to save because that's just enough to suffice to pay your basic bills. Now, if you get a regular job, you're going to make enough to pay over. You can pay your bills and save. Now, when you save, there's apps like Stash, Acorn. I'm sure you've heard of all these apps. There's no fee checking accounts. There's checking accounts that will earn you interest on how you shop. But the most important thing I want to talk to you about, you can get this right now. I want you to get a budget app. Get a budget app. There's an app called Trubill. You can go on Nerd Wallet. It's another one called, I told you about one last year, guys. I think you picked it up, something about money or something like that. But get you a budget app, and they give you helpful tips and insight on how to save. I'm not going to say start couponing it, but if you want to get some coupon apps to save on groceries, that's fine. But make sure to get your budget app. Now, when you do have some type of working income, you want to save and you want to put those funds away in an emergency fund. What I mean by that is you want to have at least a 401k to save 6 months of. So you want to save your emergency fund into a fund, 401k, a certificate of deposit. There's a Gertzman Financial Group or a money market account. You want to get something to bundle those savings into where that thing is gaining interest on the market. So, like, if you even had an old job, like I had the job at Delaware, and you had a 401k, try to gain access and find a new job and turn over savings into that, and build upon. Or if your job has 401k, if you do your taxes and you can get a certificate of deposit or, some type of high yield savings account where you have money coming out of your check when you're paid and goes into that 401k, that certificate of deposit, that money market account, or a high yield savings account. Have something else attached to your checking and savings account that's in the back for emergencies. You got your checking and your savings, but you got this right here. The 401k is saving for retirement, true enough. Certificate of deposit, money market accounts. All of these are saving for a hard rainy day. But if you have hard and rainy now, you have that third account. You're saving in that third account. You're saving in that third account. There's also another account called a sinking fund. The sinking fund, I'm going to tell you more about it the next time. But you want to have all of these accounts going around in a circle. I'm going to give you the circle of accounts. And this is what everybody should have. That's once you start working and you gain gainful employment, to have something to save from. If you're just on unemployment, you have nothing to save from, because rent is expensive, lights is expensive, food has gone up, gas in your car has gone up, and please don't smoke and drink. That's like something altogether expensive. So there are a lot of things in life that cost money. You can eliminate the cigarettes and the drinking if you're not working. I don't smoke, but I do like wine, but I've eliminated that because I can't afford it. So, and even if you start working, you still want to budget things out so that you're not wasting your money on things that's frivolous. You don't want to waste your money on frivolous. And if you're not working and you're at home, you don't need a very big wardrobe. You're sitting in the house. So there's no need to keep a big wardrobe. So that's going to be my next video. Things you do not have to invest in when you have no job. Things you do need to invest in when you're working, which is these different accounts I'm telling you about. All right, so we know that when we work, we need to have different savings set up to benefit us, to draw from. So when you become unemployed again, boom, I have my different accounts set up. Or if a family emergency come up in your immediate family, God forbid, you have nothing saved, I can go to this account and get it. It's nice to be able to save your money when you're working in different things and don't throw your money away to the wind, because when you have no job and you have to continually call your family, people are going to get tired. If you save when you're working, when you're unemployed, you don't have to rely on your family. You may have to rely on some outside agencies or something if there's something there. But God makes us self-sufficient enough and give us enough in our hand to turn it over. He gives you some seed. Take the seed you get with your working and your everyday and reinvest that seed so that it sprouts up for you. So that a couple of months down the line, boom, if something happened, I already planted my seeds while I was working. So I can go back and grab that seed. I can go back and pull that up out the ground. Just like you planted a garden, you plant your flowers and your nice cabbage and different things you're planting in pots. Plant your money in some investments. That's what rich people do. And they don't have to call on family and friends. They just pull from what they already have. Learn that. And also learn that the richest people in the world have multiple streams of income. They're not just sitting there with one job and depending on one of something. They have 3, 4, 5 of these different streams of income. Learn to have streams of income, even if it's from investments, separate jobs. Learn to have income that's coming in when you're not working for it. I forget what they call it, but you want to have sitting income that's coming in, that you're going to see is coming in. You're not out there trying to get it, but it's coming in. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'll tell you about it more on my next video. So get trubill. It's going to help you to streamline and budget. If you don't want trubill, get NerdWallet. Get something to manage what you're spending. If you don't have time to sit down and write it on a notebook or a tablet and do a graph every day, that's fine. Get some of these apps that will help you see where the money you have is going. Help you see if there's some way to save on those bills that come in every day. You need help with these things because we're all not astute with all of this money management. So that's why I'm here to help you with that. Why am I so broke? Rosie Red. Check me out next week. Follow, guys, and subscribe. I love you.